Okay, in this video we will be showing the CLI/Linux thin client with two displays. And in this case we're going to be setting one display to have RDP, and then the second display will have a local browser, in this case Chrome, running on the second monitor. So the default desktop that comes up in the user for the user out of the box has all these icons on it, and we don't need some of them. So I'm holding down the control key and I'm going to delete the icons that I don't need. And we're doing RDP in this case, but if we wanted to do CLILX, we could also do this with CLILX. There's one extra step with CLILX in that we have to put in the CLILX certificate into the opt CLILX ICA client key store CA certs folder. So that's done under the root. We're not going to put the certificate in the CA certs folder for CLILX, and we're not going to be using CLILX for this demonstration. So we'll go ahead and delete that icon as well, leaving us with just the Chrome and the RDP on the desktop. So we'll go ahead and configure the RDP session. We're going to add an RDP, and we're going to call this company RDP. Select RDP from here, and I'm just going to key in the IP address of the server that we want to use. Now I'm not going to put in the username, password, or domain. That is not something that I need to do at this point. So you can see as soon as I save it, now I have the company RDP session showing up. So I can go ahead and close that. Now I can delete and we'll start up the RDP session, accept the certificate, and at this point, of course, I'll go ahead and log in. And you can see that the RDP session is running. And we're going to go ahead and close that out. And now we're going to configure the Chrome browser the way that we want it. We want this as our default browser since there's Chrome and Firefox on this particular device. I'm going to move the browser over to the second monitor by dragging and dropping it. And we're going to go ahead and set computerlab.com as our home page. Pause it for a sec. So make that our home page. And now we'll have the RDP session on the first monitor and the Chrome browser on the second monitor. When we close it out, that Chrome browser comes right back up on the second monitor. Okay, so we'll close that out. Now the next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and log off the user. And we're going to log in as root with the default password of 12345678. From the user desktop, we're going to go to all, the management, and on the management screen here we are going to put in user and preferences for the apps that we want to auto run. In this case, we do want a kiosk mode so that it removes the start button and everything down here that the user would normally have access to. We're going to take that away. We're going to go ahead and auto start Chrome and auto start the RDP session that we configured earlier. And once we have that, I'm going to go ahead and close that. Say OK. Now we're going to reboot the device. And this time when it comes up, the RDP session will be running in the first monitor. The Chrome browser will be running on the second display. In this case, we're using a DisplayPort monitor and a DVI connection monitor. It could also be a VGA monitor. So there's two video ports on the back of the CLI thin clients. So basically you can see now in the kiosk mode, it's completely locked down. There's no start button. The user can't get into anything. The only thing that they can really do is sign on to their RDP session or use the browser as intended. Now that is the end of the demonstration. If there is anything else that we would want to do with this, it would be to make a backup of this so we could deploy it to other devices. So we would use our management software to pull the data image, or we can actually escape out of the kiosk mode with a special key sequence that we have to be able to log off, and it's Alt-Control-Shift-Escape to be able to log off the user, log in as root, and we could actually go back in and enable the write protection. We could also set the default application, which allows the device, when reset to default, it comes back to the exact same configuration that we just performed, and it's completely locked down. From there, that's the end of the demonstration. If there's any other questions, feel free to email CLI Tech Support at support@computerlab.com. Again, the email is support@computerlab.com. You could also go to our website and fill out, and there's a contact information there. Thank you.